Will you help us to sum up the evidence and add any more if you have it?
I was wondering what happened to you all. Soon they'll be your turn to go home. What you think?
Do you see Nessie? Do you see nonsense? Or do you still see possibilities?
Let's take a look at some of the evidence. There are so many credible witnesses, both past and present, who all swear they actually saw something. Let's call a few up. Luckily, I've got them on tap. St. Columba vanquished the water beast 15 centuries ago with the power of God in his right hand.
That's been written up in a pretty serious book then.
This is Alan Mackay, the manager of this very hotel, a highly respected woman, saw something on the water within a very long.
She described it as a beast, and it made Loch Ness famous all over the world, even though she didn't want the publicity.
Tim Dinsdale gave up everything in his search for the monster.
He actually filmed something and genuinely believed it was an animal.
Let's hear from self-proclaimed Nessie hunter Steve Delphin.
The one thing that I've seen that is completely unexplained here at Loch Ness for me happened in the first year of me being here full time. And I was at Fort Augustus at the other end of Loch Ness, and imagine the waves are about this high, coming from my right across to my left, and something shot through against those waves like a torpedo going through the water. All I could see was the white water spraying off of this object as it hit each oncoming wave, so it would just be a splash of water, so it poff, 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 against each oncoming wave. And I just froze and I just went, and it was gone. Well, to this day, I'm still waiting for that second glimpse.
Well, how can we disbelieve such honest, credible folk?
From St. Columba's sighting in 565 AD to the present day, the report's still coming. Look at all these!
Well, let's keep reviewing the evidence.
Real, fake, just a mistake. Let's look back at some of these. Martin Weatherall's monster footprints?
Come on, we know that was fake. Then he and his son Ian photographed his stepson's model to make the surgeon's photo. Believed to be real, until a deathbed confession.
What about that underwater flipper photos from Robert Grimes?
Even the NASA guy couldn't hold on that one.
Is it real, fake, or just a mistake? Even if the experts think it's fake, surely it's just a matter of opinion. Could it be a case of mistaken identity?
Let's consider the idea that it's not a monster, but an animal unusual to Loch Ness and Percy.
A big fish, maybe, like an overgrown eel?
Yes, that is very real. It could be migratory sturgeon, introduced catfish, or overgrown eels.
What about a large mammal?
Yes, that's real too. Loch Ness is open to the sea, and seals could enter the loch.
Could nature be fooling us with those swimming holes?
We know that Loch Ness has those funny surface currents, carrying branches upwind. Is that what people are seeing and mistaking for Nessie?
Or is it simply boat wakes? Again, look at this evidence.
Paddle steamers in the past and modern boats leave wakes that could very easily account for many of the photos of a monster breaching the surface of the water.
A model of one of the culprits of this type of mistake is over there for you to have a look at. Could science provide the answer? Look at this solar contact, said to be around the size of a transit. No one can explain that away.
Oh, that was awesome. Real. All day long.
What do you all think? Data scans reveal to us how vast Loch Ness is. Plenty of space for the monster to hide.
Underwater cameras have given us nothing conclusive. It is dark down there, but there are a couple of accounts of divers having been spooked by a swoosh or shadow of something large moving overhead.
How about an actual live plesiosaur? Well, that's how many people think Nessie after all.
Well, science tells us that the water is too cold and no reptile DNA has been found in the loch. Science also told us plesiosaurs could only frequent saltwater bodies, only for remains to have recently been found in freshwater.
So scientists can get things wrong?
Nessie does exist, it can't prove it doesn't.
What does a Nessie believer have to say?
I'm not prepared at the moment to tell you what Nessie is, because I don't know what Nessie is. And that's why I keep coming back here to find out what people are saying. Is it a dinosaur here? Is it a giant human? Is it a natural phenomenon? Or is it in the minds and hearts only of the people who want it to be something? You decide.
Here's another thought.
Listen to this.
I've been searching for Nessie for so many years now, and the question I'm always asked by everybody that turns up here is, what is Nessie? And as you've seen today, there's so many different theories as to what Nessie could be. It could still be a dinosaur, it could be giant eels, it could even be a spaceship on the bottom of the loch. We just don't know. All we know is this is one of the world's greatest, most loved mysteries, and it's right here.
So, on our quest today, we have marvelled at the ancient landscape of this majestic place and discovered some of the many myths and legends that are woven throughout the Scottish Highlands.
We met some of the witnesses who claimed to see the Loch Ness monster and found out how it came to be the most famous monster in the world.
We uncovered the secrets of the waters of the Loch and explored the search for truth as the hunt for the Loch Ness monster got serious.
It's now time for you to decide what you think. Let's put some suitable music on.
These are your voting options. Do you see Nessie?
Or do you see nonsense?
Or do you see possibility?
Take your places at the tables.
Vote by pressing a button for the explanation you support.
Ready? Okay, vote now.
What do you think? Possibilities.
Tighten your momentum. 20 seconds to go. 15 seconds to go. Hurry up, everyone. 10 seconds to go. Come on.
And here we are. Step away from the buttons, please. The votes are in. And...
Open to ideas but wanting proper evidence, eh?
But maybe the mystery matters more than the monster. After all, this is Loch Ness. Even if there isn't anything out there, there ought to be. Regardless of the result, as you leave the Loch Ness Centre today, you are now part of the Loch Ness quest. So keep looking.